I don't know if I missed the question or the answer, but what age were you when you decided that, you know what, I'm going to vote? This is very important to me, and I'm going to do it.
42.
18 for me.
I was 16, but I had to wait till I was 18.
Well, I didn't vote until I can't even remember when. It was after my kids were all grown up. I guess I had low self-esteem, and I thought, I know this is going to sound stupid, but my grandmother was in Bad River boarding school. My mother was in Black River Falls boarding school. I was in St. Anthony until 8th grade, and I thought that the priest was the person in charge. I didn't know there was people other than this guy that yelled and screamed and told you were going to hell or you weren't going to hell. You know, I know that sounds stupid, it sounds archaic, but that was where I was.
Highlights the fact of what you were doing to us. The fact that that was what you saw, and that was what you experienced, it hurts. It hurts to know that. And so many other people went through that. And that's why it's important for us to speak on that.
Yeah.
We don't want to give them a chance to do that again. You know, the people that experience that, or the ones that have the stories from their elders that experienced it, we need to share that with the children. We need to help them understand what has been done to us and what we need to do to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Look at the Indians called what I went through when I was in boarding school. You know, it was run by Catholics, and I look at them then. They were mean. They were mean to us. The priests and the nuns, they were mean to us. Yeah.
And
So
then
that's what I got passed down to how it was when I went through the boarding school. I talk about my experiences to the young ones, what I went through. You know.
And they say, you need to put that behind you. That's from a long time ago. And I'm like, there's people that are alive that were in boarding schools. And they're like, no, there's not. So yeah.
Now they closed all our schools in Canada, so because of now. So we sued the federal government for millions of dollars. But compensated for that, compensated.
And that's what they're doing with the foster care too, right? Today, with Native people. What's the percentage of Native people that are pulled from their homes every day?
24% of children in foster care are those who are called Native American.
24%.
24%. And we're 1.2% of the total population of the state of Minnesota. The so-called white people are 71% of the total population, but make up 36% of the population of those in foster care. So,
What's the percentage that they return to people? What are the percentage of children that are Native that are returned to their families?
That's a good question. I don't think I don't have that. I just know what the current in foster care population is.
That's genocide.
That's why I believe the federal enrollment is a form of transferring Indian children from one group to the next for the United Nations Prevention of Genocide. Just for the record, I believe it should be the mothers, grandmothers, aunts, sisters that write out the affidavit, this is our family member for federal recognition and enrollment. Just for the record. If anybody knows who their relatives are, we're supposed to stay away from. Go to Cass Lake, don't look at anybody. Cass Lake, don't look at anybody. You're related, don't ask how.
In fact, what's question when you ask when you go to Paul's, when you snag, we're sure that's not your relative.
You're my cousin?
Or cousin, yeah.
I'm safe. Mine are all in South Dakota.
Yeah.